My name is Les Brown. I'm Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. And we bring you a program that's designed to change your mindset and invite you to become a part of a community of greatness. And people who listen to this program are people who are interested in focusing on how to begin to resolve some of the challenges in their lives. We focus on solutions and not problems. And this is a time where we address a variety of things and we engage you in conversation to look at those things and deal with those things. And today we're talking about dealing with the things that keep you up at night. What keeps you up at night? That you just lay there and think about it, or look at mindless television and think about it? I want to know what those things are. We want to quantify those things. The top 10 things that might keep you up at night, or maybe the top 3 that you can think of that will just challenge you, and sometimes you have difficulty going to sleep. Sometimes the stress on your job, dealing with certain personalities, dealing with the politics of the workplace, can keep you up at night. Just deal, if you've got a negative boss, if you've got somebody who can get on your last nerve, can that not keep you up at night? I have you thinking about it, all right? I have a friend, she talks in traffic. I mean, just being in the car with her, you would think that she know the drivers personally, but you can tell she doesn't like them because she calls them names and she calls them stupid. And where does this person come from? Are they new? They just got their driver's license? And it's obvious that she's a person with a lot of rage in her, and just bad drivers or slow drivers, they keep her up at night. I'm not going to tell you her name is Sean, but they keep her up at night. There's some people that there's different things. I'm looking at television and seeing all of the outbreaks of war and dissension and revolutions in different areas of the world. I found myself going to sleep thinking about those things, but before going to sleep, it was a long time because I was worried. I found myself sieged with fear and worry and stress. You can't see and watch people going through misery and a living hell and go to sleep with a smile on your face. It affects you. Trust me, that saying about garbage in, garbage out, no, that is a lie. Garbage in, garbage stays, and it stinks, and it shows up in your attitude. It shows up in insomnia. It shows up in your behavior and how you carry yourself and your mindset. I want to know what's affecting you and how do you deal with it? What have you done? If you used to be a person who could not go to sleep at night, and then you say, let me tell you what I did. I had a problem of staying up, and here's how I addressed that. I want you to call. The number to call is 888-539-2980. That's 888-539-2980. Here's some things that show that some things that Americans are concerned about. Parents are growing increasingly concerned about college tuition fees that continue to rise. They've been going up. And then there are the areas in concern of that people are concerned about losing their jobs. And that's a major concern of theirs. And also the concern about doing 2 and 3 jobs with no job security. That people are required to do more, do it faster, do it better, with less resources, and no additional compensation and pay. And as you begin to look around and people all around you losing their jobs or divisions being being eliminated or being sold, you wonder, am I next? That can create some anxiety. Just being involved in the workplace in an environment that's uncertain, or sometimes being in a relationship that you're uncertain as to where it's going. And so when you're working in a situation where you can't get sick because of your bills, because of your responsibilities, you can't afford the time off, that can cause you to lose some sleep. Has that happened to you? Has that ever affected your ability to sleep? I want to hear from you. The number to call is 888-539-2980. One of the things, as we know, as reading here this special report from March 2008 to September 2009, a whooping 93% of American households experience at least one substantial decline in their wealth or earnings, or a substantial increase in non-discretionary spending, most often for medical needs or assistance to family members. More people now being stressed out and having demands on their services, on their savings and their situation, because of the fact that their family members that they're trying to help. It's one of the things that Dr. Johnny Coben said. She said, if you can't bring the people up in your life, for God's sake, don't let them take you down. One of the things that's very important is that you got to say, I got to be able to take care of myself first. And a feeling of insecurity and worries over medical costs and losing their homes have been more prominent among Americans now than ever before. And people concerned about losing their jobs in the summer of 2007, that number was at 50%. Now it's over 70%. Wow. When you think about what is it that's driving people, what's stressing them out, coming up with some solutions addressing those things is very important. The Rockefeller Foundation, a New York-based philanthropy foundation, reported that economic insecurity is the highest among the things that people worry about. I thought it would be about maybe your health or about not just finances, but many times we worry about our children or where we're going in terms of the direction of our lives. The number to call to hear from you and to deal with it, the number to call is 888-539-2980. That's 888-539-2980. I want to talk to Rose in Acadia. Rose, tell me, what keeps you up at night?
Well, actually, it's the naps I take during the day. I'm retired, and so I take a nap during the day, and as a result, I wake up around 3 o'clock in the morning, and that's when I go to the computer, and I look at different issues. For example, you talked about 2012, and I know a lot of people are concerned about what's going to happen next year, and I have asked them, what happens when you come to the end of a calendar? And they stop, they think a little bit, and then they say, well, the calendar starts all over again.
Yes.
And I said, exactly. And when I went online, I found that the Mayan calendar had 13 periods of 144,000 days each. If you think about it, 2012 basically does not signify anything.
Well, the thing is, I think what will be in 2012 is what we take to 2012. After Y2K, I decided, you know what? I'm not worrying about all that stuff. Let's deal with your naps. One of the studies indicate if you want to learn how to go to sleep at night and train yourself and your body clock to go to sleep at night, and you know that in your particular case, what's keeping you up at night is taking those naps during the day, you've got to get up and walk around because the calf muscles alone start moving, and that promotes circulation and oxygen to the brain. And so by becoming physically active during the day or during those times that you would take a nap, Rose, you will find if you fight consciously not to take those naps, you can get a full night's sleep. Do you want to sleep at night or do you want to be up during the day, up during the night?
Actually, I find it comforting to be up at night, even if it's just for an hour or so. Sometimes I wake up because my dog is barking at something outside.
Yeah, but some studies indicate if we just consciously practice to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep, that will add 10 years to our life. 10 years. And that nighttime sleep is healthier than daytime sleep. We got to go now, but thank you so much for calling.